Breaking news involving the ex-Trump org CFO, Alan Weisselberg, who this morning surrendered to the Manhattan DA's office to face new charges. NBC's Tom Winter is joining us now. What do we know about these new charges, Tom?
Yes, Anna, late details from court, and our colleague Adam Reese, who was in the courtroom. Alan Weisselberg taken in handcuffs. He has pleaded guilty to 2 counts of perjury in the first degree. Originally, they were going to charge him with 5 counts, but it's now 2 counts that he's pleading guilty to. He's admitted his guilt. The Manhattan District Attorney's Office is recommending a sentence of 5 months in jail. If he violates the terms of his sentencing and of his probation, he could ultimately face 7 years in jail. He'll be out pending his sentencing, which will be on April 10th, according to Adam. This all stems back to his testimony at the Attorney General's trial. And basically there he talked about this idea that we've talked about so often, that Trump inflated the size of his apartment at his condominium complex on Fifth Avenue from 10,000 square feet to 30,000 square feet. And at the time, he said that he wasn't really involved in some of that documentation and wasn't really involved in some of those claims and statements. Then Forbes, which had received emails and notes from Weisselberg about this very issue, talking about the size of that, going back a number of years, some of those emails and communications, the district attorney's office and the attorney general's office, Forbes says, did not have at the time of his testimony published an article saying, in their words, that he lied multiple times on the stand. And the Manhattan District Attorney's Office agrees with that, and Alan Weisselberg has now pleaded guilty to that as well. There is no indication here of any sort of cooperation agreement. We do not expect his testimony at the upcoming criminal trial of the former president. That trial slated to begin by the end of this month, or at least jury selection, and that stems back to a series of payments to 2 women prior to the 2016 election, and a pattern of conduct we've well discussed at this point. So he will not be testifying at that. This is not contingent on any future testimony. This is just a straight guilty plea as it pertains to that testimony involved in the AG civil case, which, of course, Trump has appealed that massive, potentially with interest, over $450 million fine and disgorgement.